Welcome to Ncaa Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there, work in the middle of it.
There he goes. Hard running there. He stopped just a... link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A-gap or the B-gap.
And it's caught inside the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Using the quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick release by the QB. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. quarterback may change this route. From the gun, running back on the move. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to pass on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators.
Oh, out of space. The 40, ripping through the defense. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll take it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got the quick pass. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, TCU! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way, but this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high fly.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 9-yard line. A productive play is one that it gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just keep slinging it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Ncaa. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bailey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air. It's Hoover. Got a man. It's Shelton. Turning it on.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Boom. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give out of the gun. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just won't be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Well, the offense tries to go RPO, but that time the quarterback and his intended target just couldn't click it.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's up. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got an open man. There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On the move, he fires. Wide out trying to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us on this.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give headed toward right tackle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. That's reeled in, it's Brown. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think this offense really relies on their ability to run the football, especially early in games, because you want to demoralize the opponent. So that's great news there. Opening drive, first third down, and you pick...
Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Makes the quick grab. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. That's caught. It's Branch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Stockton. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Rushes on him. Makes the catch on the right side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Reads it, fires complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Dogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in down the left side. As if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Safe completion on the screen. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll finish the ride in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. caught over the middle. It's Thomas. LSU will get a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throwing right. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run it from the gun. Makes him talk to the hand.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
He lets it fly. Caught at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. Finds some room. The 10. Touchdown LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
He's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there! Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Snags it! So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use their running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. And they swarm him under. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Discards it with the stiff arm. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 3rd. to fire downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really
lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. Off to the races. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And that one will give them the lead.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And back to the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's sharp. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires left. Makes the catch. It's sharp. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete to the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Now on the option. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Buys a little extra time. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Stockton. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Smacks him with the stiff arm. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's in open space down. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Using his legs to buy some time. Shows him the stiff arm. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Quick strike complete. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Floating away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give as they work on that clock. Fighting off the defender. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touch. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense. Desperate to get a stop. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25, he's got room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Makes the grab. It's Branch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take it.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
To the air on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 40. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Right back to the well. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese.
elite wide receivers, and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Price. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the move to his left. Rolls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Carr. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense...
He's going to take a shot. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
Stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket and he scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's just, it's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Extra point here will tie the game.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes that Alabama offense. To throw, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Craven. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Price. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Oh, a double pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. On the option. He'll toss it. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs at slot. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Williams. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Running into the open space. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Lets it fly. Snags it down the right side. Off and running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He gets a block. Got a little room. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's going to let it go. Touchdown tie! And they take it in for 6 more points. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for it.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame! With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day. Guys,
here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The way game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw.
He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a